Everything looking good that I can see on the radio at the moment. But again, a pleasure and a gentleman for doing that for me, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, I'm now making another little small little video clip, and what I'll do, Chris, I'll upload that. So come back with just one or two more overs, and I wonder what the weather is like in Enniskillen. Over.
Okay, Oscar November 8, Echo India to India 0, November Italy Echo returning. Well, we had the gale force winds last night, as I'd been saying to you, about 80 mile an hour. The beam and the cobweb stuck everything out very well. A little bit of flexibility built into everything, so no damage to report. It weathered it very well. And weather-wise, about 14-15 degrees. A little bit chilly this morning, grey and overcast there, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, Chris, you're a terrific signal. 10 over and nearly 15 with me, over.
Well, John, well, I'm still used to sticking the mic into my mouth. You know yourself, look, a wee antenna makes a big difference. You could have a £5,000 radio in the shack, and if you've got a piece of wire stuck on the end of it, you're wasting your time. But, no, thank you for the report. I say that's the cobweb, John. It does perform very well on this band. And on, what have we got, 17, 15 and 12, it does work very, very well. But look, come here. I'm not going to keep chattering. I'm sure you've better things to do. And again, I do appreciate your time in doing what you've done there. And I'll certainly look forward to going on and listen to my dulcet tones. And then I'll make the cracker of a decision. But I still fancy one of these Uniform Radio 6 Queen Whiskey jobbies just to play with, John. They're not overly expensive. And that's what I'm thinking myself, just to see, listen it back, record it, and see what it's like. And that's what I'll be doing. So there you go, John. That's the end of my waffle. But again, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time this morning. I myself will be getting to work very shortly here, so it's time to get the computers turned on in the house and get everything loaded up. Working for BT here. Working for BT, but our local centre now in Enniskillen is now coming to a close at the end of the month. So there'll be about 300 of us unemployed as of the 31st of October, John. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll comment on that in one moment. But so six inches in old money and side on, and less moving around with the mic, if that is a possibility. Over.
And here we go. I'm now frozen like a statue, 6 inches away, side on to the microphone, John. I do apologise for that, my fidgeting. And again, we'll just go through the basics. 2I0NIE in conversation with Oscar November 8 Echo India John, discussing audio, the weather, antennas, and everything else under the sun, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will upload that now in a few moments when we clear down. But so that's it. The end of the month, then it's over. So will you go on pension then? Over.
Well, missed the good one, the super honest, I used to call it, John. We missed that. I missed that by the year I started, by a couple of months. So we were put on, let's just say, onto a different pension that, to be quite honest, is going to cause me more hassle than it is making me a wealthy man or letting me retire with me feet up. So a lot of us in the same boat. But we're getting a wee bit of a payoff. But again, that's dead money already, John, as you probably know. But we'll need to be looking for something part-time, full-time. I'm a qualified motor vehicle repair technician, painting, pulling, spraying, well, all that stuff. I've done that for about 24 years. And I've a couple of, driven a lorry for a while and other bits. I'm not stuck, but it's just a matter of getting the feelers out and see maybe between two jobs if I can work a couple of hours here. I do a bit of repairing with motorcycles as well. I do a bit of spray painting of stuff here too. So plenty to keep going on, but you certainly wouldn't live on it, John, if you get me drift. O-N-8-E-I 2I0NIE.
Yeah, Roger, on that, Chris. Well, first of all, sorry to hear about all that, but it seems that you've got a few arrows in your pouch, so you'll always land on your feet. Yeah, it's amazing. I drive a truck for a living, but the good thing is I always sleep in my own bed. and my maximum distance is about 4K, and it's working in a big logistics center. Over.
Well, no, you couldn't knock that with a big stick, John. As I'm saying, you're probably fairly familiar with your location by now. And like for having a range of doing 4K, when I was driving, we'd start off here at about maybe 7 in the morning. We could be down south, we could be up around basically the whole north coast, heading up Derry, Coleraine, and right up around and down the far side again, down to Warren Point direction, coming back across to Enniskillen, maybe be home about 7:30 in the evening, John.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, not bad. But anyway, I'm sure things will work out for you. Anyway, go ahead and get that. Yeah, that's what you'll have to do. Get yourself that special equalizer, and maybe go for a boom mic. So I'm using a boom mic, and it's because of this radio, it just plugs into the computer, and it's the computer that makes the magic with this radio. Over.
What sort of mic are you using, John?
Yeah, it's and it'll definitely fit your price price. It's a Fiduce Fox Delta Uniform Charlie Echo. You'll see it on my QRZ page, and I got it from Mr. AliExpress, and it was about €40. And at the back it has USB-C or XLR. You have both. Over.
Well, would you believe I've already been looking at them? There was another one as well. There was the Fiduce, as you said, and there was another, the BM800 I'd seen there, and the Behringer XM, I think it was 850 or 890, which is more of a dynamic. But I'll tell you, if that's what you're using, any processing involved there, John?
Well, that's obviously it goes into the computer, and on the software there is an equalizer. But if you go to my QRZ page, I think I have a clip of a guy using that mic on the same radio that I have, and if you can listen to it with good speakers or with headphones, you will be blown away. Now, obviously, he's got a great voice, but go for the Fiduce. Forget the others. The Fiduce, whatever you want to call it, is the one. Over.
Well, do you know something? You're full of surprises there, John. Full of surprises. Actually, I still have them on the screen here, believe it or not. As I said, I always liked Behringer. I have a very good set of headphones I got now, so they're worth every penny I spent on them. They're sitting here basically attached to the other mic lead, so I just pop the two of them in at the same time when I'm here on my own. But, oh no, look, come here, I'm listening to your audio, and I've said I've been listening a while, and been chatting you a wee while, and do you know something, for buck as we're going euro for sterling or sterling for euro, do you know something, you've nearly talked me into one, because you are sounding so crystal clear, and I know a lot of that's down to the radio, but there's no hissing, spitting, slobbering, if you know what I mean. It's just so clean, John. How far are you? Well, where's the mic in comparison to your face?
Yeah, I'm probably about 2 inches from it. Over.
And what happens if you sit back a bit? Obviously, it'll get a bit. How far back? Can you sit that foot back from it? What does it sound like?
Yeah, okay. I'll come back from it. It'll sound like maybe a cathedral. But anyway, okay, Chris, I'm now back from it. So, do I sound like I'm in a cathedral? Over.
I will split the distance you have there. Split that distance and come in a bit.
Yeah, okay. I'm halfway in. Over.
That's you back to normal, believe it or not. That's you sounding good.
Yeah, now the room, it is a little bit echoey. I put some carpets and lots of pictures on the wall, but it is an echoey room. I would like a totally still room, but we live with what we have for the moment. Okay, I don't expect you to take my advice, but I will say get the Fiduce. It's a fantastic mic, and it's really... it's for buttons. Over.
No, come here, John. As I said, I'm listening to you, and I've listened to you chatting to the other guys as well. So I have no question. It's good to hear actually somebody that's gone out and spent the money on it. I've listened to what you call it, your audio recordings. I've listened to people singing on it. You know, you see all those clips as well. And I've been through YouTube searching it. And as I'm saying, they're going, as I said, the Behringer XM, what did I say, 850, 890, whatever. It seems to be good. There's very good quality of it. There's another wee funny stumpy microphone that I think is on AliExpress. It's something like a TL101, a wee stumpy boy that is XLR as well. But no, the Fiduce, come here, can't argue with that, big man. That sells that on its own, just listening to you.
Yeah, well, I also have the SM7B from Shure, and when I come on with that on another radio which is running the same software, people cannot know or cannot distinguish the difference. Over.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. A lot of people are going, you know, like as I said about the Rode, Schneider. There's so many different mics out there. Newman, you know, you can pay £500-600 for a microphone. I think the guy done the test with that Fiduce, with I forget the $800 equivalent is an American guy done it. And he sang, he played, he switched from one to the other, and it's just as I'm listening to you, there was no real to the ear, which as you know is not perfect, but there was no discernible difference there, John. It just sounded as sweet as you're sounding now on that there. ON80I, 2I0NIE, returning, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger on that, Chris. 2I0NIE, ON80I. For ID. Now, what you can also do with that Fiduce, let's say, I'm using OBS to record you, and sometimes, you know, I cough in the background. Sometimes you could hear it, but there's a button on the top and it mutes it. So you can just record away and you can have noise in the background, but it won't come over on the OBS. And another thing with that Fiduce mic is at the back of it, as well as the as well as the XLR and the USB-C, there's a headphone, so you can actually plug in at the back and hear yourself. Over.
And that say the Fiduce doesn't require a 48-volt phantom supply around. It's just plug and play, isn't it?
Yeah, I just it came in the post, and the great thing with Ali, it's the price you pay is the price you pay. So there's no customs, that's all taken care of. And I just plugged it into the computer, and the computer, I didn't have to download any drivers. It immediately saw it, and I could directly from that time work with it and speak with it and use it. Over.
No, look, come here, John. I can't fault your audio in any way, and I know I'm still on the wee hand mic. I'm trying to stop moving about and fidgeting with the noise. But no, come here. That would definitely that has sold it to me. Still would be a Behringer man. I've heard it as well. The XM, I keep saying it, the 850 or 890. But I know the Fiduce, and I know what it's like. I've seen it. That was actually the two that were recommended to me, Behringer or Fiduce. But you know something, I'll have one order to the end of the day, John. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Roger. Well, when you're in BT and doing your work, you can think of ordering your Fiduce, but you will love it, and it's very, very well presented. So I have it on a boom, and you can walk it. You can sit and move around when you wish. Now, I activated with a foot pedal, but I also have a system where I can disconnect the foot pedal at it takes a few seconds, and I can operate it with a light switch. Over.
I had one of the other ones. I got a wee single pole, double throw, whatever. I think it was, switch, and I wired one up myself. I had it flicked onto the bench when I was talking. I flicked it, and then when it's finished, I'll flick it again, sort of thing. Okay, it's not hard to make a wee switch, but I like the Heil. There's a wee Heil hand one. It's about 30 quid. I fancied that as well, so that'll probably join the club at some stage as well when I go to activation and stuff, if you know what I mean, via external PTT. But no, come here, John. It's sold, and I'm glad I asked you, to be quite honest, as to what you were using, and surprised with the reply. But come here, right? as I say, time to get Mr. BT loaded up here and get all the programs and stuff loaded. I'm working from home, so I'm not too bad, John. But I'm on a late one tonight. I'm on till, 8 o'clock. So that's my day taken care of. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Okay, I will say, forget about the Heil hand switch for the PTT. I have heard of them falling apart. Maybe that's the user. Just go with the light switch. It's so easy, and I've seen them even on AliExpress. 5 of them for about €3. Now they're a different quality of the one that I have, but they're as near as damn it. So in my opinion, the light switch is the one to get. Over.
No problem, John. As I'm saying, with what I used to sell, I have boxes of stuff here, and I'm certainly not short on switches. Let's put it that way. But no, that's fine. Well, look, again, a pleasure. Thanks for letting me back in. I'm probably holding you up here, but I think you said the weather wasn't that good. But same here. We skip the rain now and again, but it's holding its own at the moment. So here, take care, my friend, and again, thank you so much for all the information. Thank you for sharing. And we'll certainly pay you a wee visit on, well, I have your website up here, but we'll give a wee shout at YouTube later on when I finish. And by that time, I'll probably have all ordered of AliExpress. We've done a few bits myself, believe it or not, to come. I bought one of the wee AT130 automatic tuners for the vertical. You know, the silver, well, 5/8 weight when I've modified it. They're a great wee tool. My goodness, they can pull anything down to an acceptable SWR. And I think it cost me about 40-something pounds delivered. And it's the wee AT130. A great job, so I can recommend one of them. They're such a tidy wee thing. They're about the size of what? Oh, I don't know. About 6 inches by 4 inches or less by about 2 inches deep. They're not a big thing, just a nice wee rectangular box. Well made, well put together. But tuning is second to none. But I've also got the MFJ tuner here too. No, they're all good. Well, look, John, I'm not going to slobber on. I have a habit of doing that. I could talk for Ireland, probably a bit like yourself. So, please again accept my thanks and gratitude for what you've done there regards recordings and information. And again, you look after yourself. Enjoy your handy wee job there doing your 4-kilometre route. And I'm sure we'll catch you again. ON8EI 2I0NIE, just listening and then going clear, John. Back to you, my friend.
Yeah, very good, Chris. Well, great to hear you, and very happy that you called me. And if you ordered the mic and it's delivered and you have it set up, let me know your comments. But I know you will like it. And by using a mic on a boom, there's less of this moving around sort of noise. So enjoy your day. Great that you can work from home and keep in touch. Yeah, I'm going to close down now and go down and see what has to be done. So till the next time, Chris, and we keep in touch. And I'm going to upload that video of you right now. 2I0NIE ON80I. Bye-bye from Belgium, Chris. Over.
No, my pleasure, John, as I'm saying, and goodbye from cloudy, miserable, chilly, sunny Enniskillen. You're getting all of that in the one go, 4 seasons nearly. Right, have a good one, my friend. Take it easy, and we'll let you catch up at the household chores. Bye-bye, John. My pleasure.
Yeah, bye-bye, Chris. Take care. Bye-bye. ON80I.